welcome to the latest episode of More Than Just Task Management, your favorite daily podcast where we help you build a successful business together with me, Anna Angelova, business coach and consultant, and my fellow co-host and business consultant, Jores Minusfan. Hey, Jores.
Hey Anna, happy Sunday.
Happy
Uh,
Sunday. It's a brand new
hope
week starting.
it is happy. Yeah, it's a brand new week for sure. Yeah, I think it's gonna be an interesting week here. Yeah, I'm on my quarterly visit to Europe, but yeah, I don't think I've been here this time of the year. The city is quite busy, but yeah. All right. So on Sundays, typically we set up the base for next week.
Yes, that's
So,
correct. That's
and
correct. And
you yesterday you gave the our audience a little bit of a cliffhanger on we're gonna come up with new format. No, we're not disappearing. I'm not quitting. You were gonna, no, just no, I was gonna say something that joke may go the wrong way, but yeah, we're not. So let's go ahead and explain to our audience what we've done. I think we both love it, Anna, you and I. Hopefully, our audience would love it too.
yes, and I will go a little bit behind the scenes here because, as fellow small business owners, we really want to be transparent as well and show you what's working, what's not working, and how we do different things. And one of the ways I love seeing, like one of the perspectives I love, is that as business owners, in a way, we're like scientists. We experiment and test new things all the time. And if you're a regular listener, you know that the past few weeks we had a theme for each week. And the themes were intelligent growth, empowered leadership, and now I'm having a brain fart, thriving business. And
Mhm.
ultimately, if you think about this one, so empowered leadership was about, we were covering topics on self leadership, how you build a team, how you lead a team, so more or less, empowered leadership was all about people. And then thriving business, this is where we were talking about different business systems, how to set up the foundations, how to optimize the different systems, which is, of course, if you think about this one was all about processes. And intelligent growth was when we were talking about technology. So ultimately, our weekly themes were people, process, technologies. And one of the changes we decided to do is instead of having a weekly theme where one week we talk about people, one thing we talk about the process aspect of building a business, and week we talk about technology, we decided to actually uh, rotate every day. And ultimately, what it means is that throughout the week, we have a conversation related to people. And this conversation could be how you lead yourself, how you show up as the leader. It can be on how you lead others, how you manage your team. We'll have a conversation on another day, we'll have a conversation about processes, how you build the processes from ground up, how you optimize them, how you change them as your company grows. And of course, we'll have a conversation on technology tools that are out there, how to implement them, how to choose them, what works now, new things that are coming up, all these kind of conversations around technology. So this is the biggest change that you notice is that going forward, we will not have a theme for the week. It would be conversations that cover all these three aspects of building a successful business: people, processes, technology. And the other change that we're making, and this is why I'm saying that I'm letting you behind the scenes a little bit, like opening the curtains and showing you how things work at our end of the world. So, what we used to do is we used to go and search for keywords, like keywords that are out there that have certain volume and that are easier to rank for. And this is how we would get to choose what to talk about every day. And from there, we would, of course, do some research, figure things out, decide what to include in the episode, and we would use help from LLMs to help us prepare for the conversations we're having. And I have been influenced a lot by Ryan Lavec's program and his thinking on being contrarian. When people zig, you zag. And I don't remember where I saw this and who said this, but it has been on my mind for a while now. Is that like someone was saying the moment I stopped creating content for the algorithm and started creating it for people, I got traction, I got visibility, and all these kind of things. So this is a long way of saying that the other change we're making is that we're not starting from the keyword anymore. We decided to test an approach where instead of us going and looking for the keyword first and finding keywords that might be a little bit easier to rank for, what we do is we actually start with ideas. We brainstorm what would be a good topic based on what we're doing with our clients, based on questions we're getting from prospects. What would be a good topic for us to discuss? And also based on our own expertise, our own knowledge as business consultants, as a business coach in my case as well. So going forward for this week, the, this is the approach that we are using. All the topics that we will be discussing in the next 5 days are based on what we think our clients, our prospects want to hear, what would be useful for them. It's
We're
based
going
on
organic.
people
We're
first.
going organic. Yeah. We're
Yes,
going
we're
unplugged.
human. We're going human.
Acapella. Yeah. Unplugged.
Exactly, exactly. Unplugged, unplugged. So this is the other change, which is like you might not notice it because again, this is really behind the scenes, showing you or sharing a little bit how we used to do things, how we used to start with the keyword, and from there we figure things out to now we start with okay, as consultants and coaches we work with clients, we have prospects, we have conversations with business owners in our own community as well. What are topics that come up in those conversations, and use this as a source for us to decide what to cover throughout the week. And this is what we'll be testing in the next few weeks to see how this one works, how much value we are able to deliver this way. And the keyword comes as a secondary thing. The keyword comes ultimately after we've already decided what we're talking about. This is where we would of course refine with finding keyword. And we might not be aware, we actually use one of the things we do is this is our main content. We create this podcast together, and then after that we use the content from our conversation, the podcast, to turn it into a blog post and turn it into a social media post, where sometimes we post snippets from the video recording that we have, and other times we just create a picture post. So I know I went on a little bit of a tangent, and I wanted to give you that visibility into what's going on, that visibility into some of the changes that we're making, because you as a business owner are probably experiencing similar things. You're testing things. You're wondering, how do I reach to more people? How do I get in front of my audience? And by sharing the things that we are testing and what we are seeing, what we're doing, what works for us and what doesn't work for us, can help you also think about your own business and apply some of these things into your own business, into your own venture. So, anyway, this was a long description of what's changing. Ultimately, just a couple of things. And I would say it's time to share what's coming up. So you can decide what episodes are interesting for you, depending on where you are right now. And you can put it in your calendar to remember to listen to them. And starting tomorrow, Monday, we are starting the week with people. And you notice that this is how we'll be rotating things: people, processes, technology. And this week, what we will start with is an interesting discussion. Like, we're actually looking forward to it. How you show up as a leader and exploring two different approaches. One approach is being a consultant, as the leader, showing up as a consultant when you lead your team. And the other approach is showing up as a coach. So this is what we'll start the week with tomorrow: leading like a coach versus leading like a consultant.
I
What are the
highly recommend this.
differences? Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
highly recommend this because, as you mentioned, Dana, sorry to cut you off, but one other thing that, besides being contrarians, what you and I do, we like to take two opposing ideas and then put them against each other, not against each other, compare them, contrast them, and then come up with the best solution, maybe an alternative third solution. So I would highly recommend this. Will be a very interesting one. I don't know if we're going to put gloves on because I'm the consultant. Like I said, I've been consulting since before dinosaurs were around. So, and you're the
Yeah.
coach. So, so let's see. If we put the gloves on
In the
and let's
red
go at it.
corner, in the red corner.
Yeah, in the corner D with dinosaurs. Here's Jores. Yeah. Anyways,
Mm,
yeah. So that would be very interesting, and I would recommend highly to listen to that.
second this, and it's another. The conversation tomorrow will provide you with a tool set to show up as a leader, and this is one of the best things: is whether it's a coaching, a consulting approach, having that tool belt with the different tools, because not everything is a nail. You don't need a hammer every time. So I also highly recommend, whether you're just starting your business, whether you have a team of one or a team of 101, it's a great start for your week. And then Tuesday, we are moving to discussing processes, and specifically how to diagnose bottlenecks in 2 days. And actually, what we'll cover on Tuesday will be a little bit of behind the scenes of our own Business Clarity Accelerator, the assessment we do with our clients. So if you're curious to learn more about it and see how to diagnose bottlenecks in 2 days, tune in on Tuesday, which would be June 24th, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Yes, June 24th. Anything to add on this one, Joris? You're muted.
Apologies. No, this is no. It's going to be another interesting topic, but yeah, as not much to add. You covered it pretty good.
Perfect. Perfect. Moving to Wednesday, it's Technology Day Wednesday. And this week we will only have one Technology Day. And what we decided to share with you is something that we talk about with our clients, whether they are just starting their business or that they already have an established business. And this is the importance of email marketing service. And we'll discuss why every business needs this. And whether you have one or not, again, I would say it's a topic that every business leader needs to know about. And every business needs an email marketing service, email management service, to be able to communicate with clients, with prospects, with customers. And if you don't have one, you're missing a lot. So tune in on Wednesday if this is something interesting for you. We'll talk about why, as I said, why it's a must-have. We'll discuss how to choose one, like how to choose the best one for yourself, for your business, and a few use cases, like where these email marketing systems come in and what they're used for. So, as I said, if this is something interesting for you, definitely tune in on Wednesday to hear what we have to share for this.
Absolutely, love it.
And then Thursday, we are going back to people in a very interesting way. I would say this is probably will be probably a blend of people and technology. So the topic we decided to cover this Thursday is all about the importance of skills and technology in the age of AI. And this one was prompted by a recent MIT study or experiment or whatever you want to call it. And we're excited. This is one of the conversations I'm really looking forward to talk about how important skills and knowledge are in the age of AI. And if there is a must listen for you this week, I have to say this is the one. I don't care where you are, in what stage of your business you are, tune in on Thursday to become part of this conversation because it's really, really needed. And I know that a lot of business owners, small business owners that we talk with, struggle with finding people, good people. And a lot of the top problems they are talking about, it's all about mindset and attitude. And we've talked about this. And now we are starting to face another problem of skills and knowledge. So, uh, very timely conversation.
Mhm. Yep.
And then we wrap up the week with one process that we have and one process that we're going through this mm, at the end of this month ultimately. And this is the mid-year review. And a lot of businesses, especially small businesses, chances are that your business is the same. Uh, the fiscal year matches the calendar year. And believe it or not, it's June 22nd. A week from now, it's end of June. Half of 2025 is gone. So we'll be sharing about the mid-year review, what it is, how it helps us realign things, plan ahead. We'll share what we do and some suggestions to implement for your own process. If you don't have a mid-year review, this is your sign to establish one. This is your sign to start implementing this process. And this is a process. That's why it falls under the process category. All those reviews, all those planning sessions, they are processes that you need within your business. Whether you're just starting and you're a business of one, or you have an established business with a team, that mid-year review is a critical point. And we will be talking about ways to make it work for you. We'll be sharing our own experience, our own view, our own process, and opening the curtains a little bit there as well. So if you are curious about it, if you want to learn more about it, and as you know, if you are a regular listener, you know that productivity, planning, organization, it's one of my passions.
Mhm.
And it will
I can
be
attest to that.
thank you. It will be a value-packed conversation. And I know it's on a Friday. I know it's on a Friday before the July 1st, July 4th week here in Canada and US, where you might be already thinking about time off. But don't miss it. Don't miss it. Make
And
sure you tune in.
the Friday before the Formula One weekend here in Austria. Woo!
Oh, yes. Some
Everybody's
people.
talking about it. Everybody is talking about it.
Yeah, some people are
Yeah.
going to Formula One. That's fantastic, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good to take. This is one of the things we talk about: taking breaks, disconnecting from your business, and that's why also we have those episodes Sunday, Saturday, and Sunday to help you choose, pick and choose on what to focus on. And again, while we would love for you to listen to every single episode, interact on every single episode, we also really recommend focus, 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 focus.
Mm, love it.
Well, thank you, Joris. Really appreciate your time. Again, joining us from Austria for these few episodes that are coming up. And we will be back tomorrow with the first episode, which is leading like a coach versus leading like a consultant. If this is something interesting for you, if you have a team and you're wondering how you can lead them better, how you can get more buy-in from them, this is an episode that you don't want to miss. See you tomorrow.
See ya. Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.